Hello, everyone. I'm delighted to be here with Karen. We're going to have a few little things to share with you. We're going to create a number of videos to talk to you about some really key things about our Illuminated Soul Retreat, which is happening in May this year. In the caption, there'll be all the details and where to find the link to come and register and join us and everything like that. But what we want to talk about first up is a bonus that we've created for anyone who books in before the 17th of February. So this is 2025 for anyone who's watching this at a later date. So we decided to call it the Illuminated Soul Integration, and it's a mini program with 3 sessions with Karen and I together. It'll be online because we know that our participants so far are in different parts of the country, and Karen and I are as well. But firstly, let's jump in, Karen, and tell everyone a little bit about why we decided to put this together.
Well,
Really
we
it's coming from the support we know from our own experiences that people often need and ask for after retreat.
yes, so true. And that is the key. And that was the reasoning behind it, because we can get home after having this incredible, expansive, beautiful experience. And then we're entering into the real world and the busyness of everyday life and our responsibilities. And it's like this beautiful growth that we've experienced can get lost in the stepping back into our everyday lives. So we
Yeah.
really just wanted to support that continued integration.
Yeah, I've even found over the years of running retreats that some of the women have kind of messaged me at some point, even up to weeks after retreat, and going, I almost feel like, why did I bother coming? Because this whole trying to bring me, the new me, the version of me that I immediately brought home from retreat into my life and my world and my work or my business, my family, it's not working, and I don't know what to do, and I don't want to lose all of that
Mm.
magic, that expansion, that everything that I created and learnt about myself.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, we don't want that to happen, which is why we decided we would pull this together and offer it to everyone who's booked up until that point in time. So over the 3 sessions, we've come up with three kind of, I guess, themes, aren't they, Kes? So to work through to really support that integration. And these are themes that you'll be able to lean back on at a future point in time if you need to, as well as everything that we do with you during retreat. We've got a whole week together. It's going to be, lots of amazing things. So the first of those phases we decided to call allowing change. So let's talk about that really quickly.
So allowing change is like when you get home, you've come home from a retreat, you've had this life-changing experience, and you just kind of feel like you're all on your own. So while you might be really excited to get home to your family and your friends and to share all of your experiences with them, there's something different that's changed within you. And this is really about supporting that continued change, that continued growth, that continued expansion in the shifts that you've experienced, and allowing you to honor yourself and your growth so that you can integrate that into your everyday life.
Yeah. I think the important thing for us to highlight is that we know, and I think anyone listening and anyone in our broad communities combined knows that change isn't always easy. And often because it's not easy, we kind of lean away from it, don't we? And we're like, well, yeah, this change stuff is not really any good. It's causing me more worry, concern, anxiety. It's hard. I don't want to do it anymore. And yet there's often something deep down inside that's actually saying, but you actually signed up for this. You wanted to change, and not change because there's something wrong with you or anything like that, but because you wanted to evolve and become more of yourself, of your true self, which is something that we will look at through the lens of your Thrive Factor archetypes, amongst other things. So allowing change leads us to becoming more accepting and courageous, feeling able to give kind of to ourselves more, becoming more trusting and valuing of ourselves. And I think those things just on their own, let alone all the other benefits that ripple out with that, are so worth it exploring what change really is and how to allow it, right?
Absolutely.
Mm. All right. So the second phase, once we've gone and explored that allowing change, the second call that we'll do with you, the focus is on allowing flow. So I know in all of my psychological kind of study around flow and then seeing that play out in real life, that being in flow is a form of being in alignment. It's when our kind of our busy, what do they call it, a monkey mind, it falls away. So that's all the self-talk, often the self-judgment, the criticism, the things that stories we can even make up in our minds that actually might not be true. In the reality of the world, they might be true for us, but they might not be factual, really. And all of that kind of falls away, and you can just feel like things are moving at a pace that makes sense. It doesn't feel hard anymore. The effortlessness kicks in, and it's just a sense of ease in who we are and how we interact and relate to the world, right? So, what else do you want to share about flow and why we kind of added this in after change?
One of the reasons that that I was really drawn to that, allowing flow, when we're in that sense of flow, you've been in this expansive experience, you've tapped into your innate intuition, you've learned so much about yourself, you're learning to trust yourself. So being in flow, it's about being grounded in your intuition, moving through life with your creative energy activated and trusting yourself in a reliable way. And trusting yourself is key. Trusting yourself to be able to make choices, decisions, to know what steps to take moving forward, and having the confidence to really, I guess, be who you want to be in the world. So it's letting go of that resistance, the pushing and pulling that we often get, that, when we've learnt about ourselves, it's like the old self is wanting to pull you back into your old ways of thinking and being, and your new self is wanting to shout from the rooftops that, hey, here I am.
Yeah. As I'm listening to you, I'm thinking of that resistance really being like the old self is like the intellect. It's like all the reasons that you're considering in the ego, really, right?
Yeah.
Why you need to go back to who you were, and because things were, okay from a sense of you knew the status quo, even though maybe they weren't okay, and you actually did actually intentionally want to evolve and change and grow and all those things. And then the flow part, the moving forward, the pull of the forward momentum is coming from the heart, which is like, yeah, we've got this heart drive to do that evolution, to do that different sense of self, to grow our confidence, our clarity, all those things. So yeah. All right. We said we were going to be quick with these. So the third phase, so the third of our calls, we're going to be exploring something that we've referred to as allowing vitality. So Kez, tell us about what this means.
Well, allowing vitality it's this energetic and tangible state of feeling of being confident, having clarity and certainty, and being able to feel like you're the self that you know yourself to be. We all have an inner knowing of who we are. We all have this inner wisdom and this desire and this drive to be all that we want to be. And so it's allowing this, it's allowing yourself to feel the aliveness and strength of energy. It's like vitality is this drive, it's thriving.
Yeah, it is. That's it.
Yeah.
So rather than we weren't trying to not use the word thrive or thriving, but vitality just came to us so easily when we were thinking about the three kind of phases to cover in three calls in this integrated soul integration, the Illuminated Soul Integration bonus program for all of our attendees. And vitality is 100% a form of thriving.
It is, yeah.
I've always considered thriving, which has been a term that I've used in my work and my business for a very long time now, as like the ultimate state of being who we are, right? It's just that sense of ease. It's that culmination of, well, as I say, it's a variation, or not variation, it's a form of self leadership, where I've always defined self leadership as the result of, so the lived experience of the choices we make and the action we take in response to those choices. And when we're doing that from a space of vitality, we're doing it with our best interests at heart. Yeah. So that choosing intention, that being able to lead ourselves forward into whatever life looks for us and all the experiences that come with it.
Yes. So being led by our intuition and our own inner wisdom. So
Yeah.
powerful.
So powerful. All right. So that's it in a nutshell, the Illuminated Soul Integration. We look forward to hearing from anyone if you have a question about this, but this is a bonus program that is going to be offered to everyone who joins us before the 17th of February. So the sign-ups registration needs to stop on the 6th of March 2025 for us to be able to move forward with the retreat for May. So yeah, if you've got any questions, let us know. Otherwise, stay tuned for the new videos that are going to be coming up across the week, all about the different benefits that you will experience by coming to retreat with us.